Okay, guys, do you have any idea what day of the week it is? It is the Plan With Me in my brand new, never before written in, Erin Condren Rose Gold Planner. What? Sorry, that was the introduction that had to be made. Today, instead of Starbucks, we have a tasty Coca-Cola to put me through this. This is not a sponsored video. And it is Share Coke with Candace. So if there's any Candaces out here, I am sharing a Coke with you. But we know we need some kind of caffeinated beverage to plan. Especially a Plan With Me, because those get mighty long. So get yourself a drink and let's get started. So this week is the 4th of July week in the planner. So I have my handy dandy to-do list. I did do a video on all of the changes from the 2014-2015 Erin Condren to the 2015-2016 Erin Condren, which is what this is. Like I said before, this is also the Rose Gold Planner edition, and I absolutely love it. Sometimes the coil on some parts is a little bit tarnished, but I will live. Also, I don't have my nails painted because I'm letting my fingers breathe because they're still not over the acrylics, which were very harsh on my nails. I am using a lot of different stickers to plan. I will show you guys very quickly what I will be using. Okay, first up, I'm obviously going to be using my Scribble Prints Co, which is my shop's little 4th of July kit, which I love very, very much. I actually did steal extra sheets from a couple leftovers that I had of that. And then also I do have all of my July stickers, which I have used some of them in last week's spread in my Erin Condren. That was my last week in my Kiki K, which is super duper sad. I also have the freebie that was set out in all of the orders that I'm going to use to decorate. So I have all of those July colored ones. I also did make myself customs, which you guys know I don't do customs in my shop, but I do make them for myself and Kirsten, and I love how they turn out. You can get all of these stickers really in multicolor, and I might be doing some monthly color for the future. So I have a bunch that say Etsy. I have a bunch of half boxes. These ones I made for the entire month, so these are the themes that I'm going to be doing for each week out of the 4 weeks. Then obviously this week I'm going to be using these 4th of July colored ones, and also these blue ones here, which match this box, which matches the blue in this kit. Also I have my workout stickers, which I was telling you guys about. I made gray ones for this week. Yes, did I? Yes. So I have a little running person, a little bicycle, and then little hearts for hydrate. And then I have my custom headers, which these I just made to match my weekly themes. This one's what I'm going to use this week, obviously. And these ones are also not going to be the same in the shop, but I just did them so I wasn't wasting headers for each week. Also, I have heart checklists, which you can get in the shop in multicolor, and then I made these for myself. These aren't in the shop, but they're super easy to make. You just have to measure it out and put the print you want in it. And I just made these for the bottom area because I wanted something that matched a little more rather than picking a random washi. So I have the silver glitter. I actually do have a couple more stickers I want to go grab. Also for this week, I whipped up a bunch of silver glitter stickers for myself really quickly. I just made, took like a glitter background you could get on like Google or whatever if you're making them for yourself. And I just drew a bunch of stars, which was super easy to do in the Silhouette program. And then I made a bunch of full boxes, which again is easy to do. All you need to do is have your background and then draw a cut line for 1.5 by 1.9. And then I just took this kit and dropped the silver into it just for a couple little silver accents. So obviously this week I am going for a silver, red, white, and blue theme. So I'm going to do this how I always do it. I actually haven't planned in an actual Erin Condren for a very long time. So I'm going to do the little flip method and take out this ruler. Okay, so I really love the new Erin Condren. I'll zoom you guys in for this because I know usually you're pretty far back. It's just so crisp right now. And if you have a new Erin Condren, or if you get any new planner, you know, like the first sticker and the first marks you make in it, it's one of those memorable moments that you're like, ah. Okay, so first things first, obviously every week what we do is we put down our little headers, which these will be in the shop. I am reformatting them to have 4 new fonts, and also this is usually like red, blue, you know, it's just one color. I might have some kind of like mixed colors up, but whenever it comes to like picking your own colors, it's usually like a whole solid row of one color here. I just did it, like I said, to avoid waste. So what I do is I take my little headers and put them on top of here. Erin Condren used to have ones that say morning, afternoon, and no, that's Plum Planner. It's morning, day, and night. So I just put those right on top of there. What's nice also is if you don't feel like ordering a bunch of headers, you can also just go ahead and write them in, or even get a label maker and do that. It's super easy, nothing too hard. And then underneath that, each day I'm going to put a little heart checklist. Let me make sure I'm using the right one. I think it's this one. So I'm putting a little heart checklist, which these I made to match the colors of the headers, but you can find colors that are super similar to the colors of any really header in my 16 ombre hearts. Like I also said before, I think I am going to come out, since my shop is going to be ready to ship, it means I can get a lot more products out and, you know, kind of do some more fun things that I wouldn't be able to do because I wouldn't have time otherwise. So I think I might start offering ombre heart checklists in monthly colors, which is going to be super duper awesome. I also thought this is just a super idea. Like, this is nothing that is set in stone or that I would really like hold me to. Is I was thinking about kind of doing like a what I use every month pack and like selling it, and like you would get everything that I kind of use in a month that I make for myself. Does that make sense? I'm thinking about doing it, but I'm not 100% sure. I just realized I also printed out a bunch of these in the colors that I'm using. This one will be for next week. I'm doing vintage floral, but I printed out these and I totally forgot, and I sent them to a friend. So I had to go print those and cut those. So thing is though, this week I don't think I have any TV shows on. If they don't have any TV shows they recommend, let me know in the comments down below, because I'm like out of TV shows. So the one thing that applies to like obviously every day is I'm going to have like a meal. So I always put that one on the bottom so that goes straight across the bottom. So we'll have that one, and then I also am planning on uploading that day. Actually, we'll do my package sticker. This is the sticker I use to indicate packages. I used to use little boxes, and those are really cute, but some things I get don't come in boxes, and I also really just like the little asterisk sticker. And then I'm going to put a heart to indicate that I am uploading something, because I like the hearts, because once I upload it or film it or whatever I want to do, I will just go ahead and put an X through the heart. So I have those, and then I'm just going to go ahead and put my little things header right on top of that. Usually I do put my little to-do underneath little things, but this week I was looking at my past weeks, and the bottom color that I use always goes up really high because it has that to do. So I decided to space it out a little bit more, and I'm actually going to do the to do in the today color just because I think that'll be pretty. And I actually changed mine to Etsy, which I can't sell them with Etsy on it obviously because of copyright issues. So I just put that on top so it kind of blocks in my today section. So I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to do that for all the days, and then I will be back. Well, that took a minute to do. So I have all of those in there. I have my to-dos up top, my today stickers, my little Etsy check mark boxes, and then I have my little things sections on the bottom. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my washi on the bottom. You could do this with regular washi, or if you have matte sticker paper, you can make your own. I just did mine with silver glitter because we are doing a silver and red, white, and blue themed. Not because I don't love red, white, and blue or anything, but I think that silver really just kind of plays it up a little bit, and that is a perfect fit. I've actually never printed anything like this out before, but I thought that it would look neat down here. I see a lot of shops doing it. I probably won't list anything like it. I'm sure you could find it in a shop, something similar, but it's super easy, nothing crazy. The measurements, I don't remember what they are, but they're nothing like crazy. They're just like something you can find out with a ruler. No like crazy like 0.26 or anything. So that is that on the bottom. Then I'm going to put in my little workout stickers, which I did choose gray. Probably should have picked a different color because gray is going to really blend in. But as I say, YOLO. And I try and put these down, workout stickers, till I do my weather one so I can get all of the weather for next week. So it is supposed to be sunny on Monday. I'm just going to speed through this. Initially made them to be up here because this is like a really blank spot, but I think I want to use my decorative stickers up top, so I don't know, but I don't want to cover up this silver bottom. Oh well, we'll do it. Let's just put these in. That's pretty much what I do. I'm going to put that sticker on the bottom. I do have little heart checklist ones like this and also meal plan ones. This is just a custom one I made that fits my lifestyle. But I just did that and then the little weather flag on the bottom on top of that so I can write down the lows and the highs for the day. So I'm just going to go and do that very quickly. Okay, so I did all of those on the bottom. Hoping it actually doesn't rain this weekend because that'd be kind of depressing. But I have all my weather stickers down here. I'm like halfway done on this cup of Coke. And I have all my weather stickers up top. Next, I'm going to move on because I want to do some decorating. So I do have a 4th of July sticker that came in my 4th of July little mini pack. And I will be doing something like this for probably every holiday because I just love the way that it turned out. So I'm just going to put this in my today section of my 4th of July column. So we have that in there. I just think that really spruces it up and makes it look super duper beautiful. Also on that sheet there is a decorative box and then 2 heart checklists. I probably won't use the heart checklist since I did everything else. Maybe I'll put one over here with like a little category header with like some goals or something. I think that'd be cute because it almost, oops, I can't even show you. It almost matches that. So I think I'm going to save that for over there. But I'm going to take this little guy and I'm going to put him right here because like you guys, if you've seen my other Plan With Me's, which if you haven't, I do have a bunch up on my channel. I like to put these in kind of random places to decorate my Etsy sticker. So my stickers are literally never straight. If you plan, you know, like they look straight and then once you go to put another sticker on, you're like, well, actually that's not straight. So I'm going to put that there and then I'm just, like I said before, I'm going to take this blue sticker and I'm going to put it down here just so I can put like a little Etsy goals to kind of keep track of what's going on. Ooh, actually I did print out some for the bottom. So I'm going to do a little Etsy sticker on top of here. It's actually kind of a neat way. I never thought of doing this on the side. And then actually I'm going to take that sticker that I said I wasn't going to use. Where'd you go, little sticker? Here it is. This red one, and I'll go ahead and put this on top. This is kind of like, I never thought to do this, but this is a good idea. Go me. I'm going to put this right on top of here, and then I'm going to put a little, I want to do it to clean sticker because technically this week's kind of like an off week for me. Most of the stuff that I'm going to be doing is organizational as for Etsy and just kind of like managerial, I guess. So I'm going to put that there. And do I have another checkbox that I can use? Let's see. So I couldn't find a checklist that I like, but I do have these little like classic like notebook lined paper in my shop that I'm just going to throw this on top because it really does go with it. And then I'm going to go ahead and write like odds and ends, and I can write my odds and ends type things up here. So I'm going to actually order a custom header with odds and ends. Go you, because that is an amazing like little idea instead of little things. If you like the idea of little things but you don't like the wording, odds and ends is really cute. So I'm going to write that in that little area up here, and then I could just write some little things I want to remember, whether it's a to-do or like a little reminder or something like that. And again, those are in my shop, which is not open right now and probably won't open for a week or two, but just so you guys know. So I did use those, and then I do have, I did print out an extra one of these, so I'm just going to, no, I'm not going to use that. We'll use the silver ones because I do want to bring in silver to this spread. I'm really, really loving, like, could this be one of my favorite weeks? Besides my mermaid week, because that was when Nick proposed, but, you know, this is a close second. So I'm going to put in some of these full box silvers, which again, I said, these are super easy to make. You just literally can either, you know, bring it into the Silhouette Studio like a plain background and trace your boxes around them, or you can even just print it out and just measure it out with a ruler. I mean, go old school with it. So we're going to just go ahead and put in some of these just to bring in that silver theme that we're doing, which I adore. I think it's such a cute little touch. And whenever I'm done with these, like obviously I'm not going to use them all, but I can obviously use silver stickers in the future in my planner. I do want to do like a gold glitter week. Oh yeah. With some Orange Snowflake stickers, and then I'll make some like custom ones for myself. But yes, ma'am. There's a little smudge on it. That's okay. So I'm just going to put those silver ones in. I'm going to leave it over here because I want to put my weekend banner here, which I do have 2 little silver, actually I have 4 little silver stickers. I'm going to stick right here. That's where I'm going to be putting my weekend banner. I'm just jumping all over the place. Hope you guys like this. You guys seem to like my Plan With Me's. Okay, so I have my little weekend banner. So I'm going to take that. And then, like I always say, K is the middle. And it goes up a little bit higher. So I'm going to go ahead and put another silver glitter sticker just right on top of here, which I love doing this. You guys see me do it every week. And then I have my little weekend banner because I know it's the weekend. Obviously, the 4th of July, there isn't a lot of room, but really, I'm not going to be doing like a ton, so it's not that big of a deal. I love to use these little stickers down here, and I probably won't use the to-do sticker just because I have to-do sections, but I do have a to-go sticker, and that will go really good on the 1st because we're actually helping Brian and Kirsten move into their new apartment on the 1st, and we are going to be going to a lot. When I mean a lot, I mean a lot of places. So put that in there, and then I do have a to clean sticker. So I do want to put that on Friday because I will be doing a lot of cleaning of the downstairs area because we're going to be doing a little bit rearranging. And then we will do a to buy sticker. This doesn't really matter where I put it. I guess I'll just put it under Sunday. So just to kind of put those in there. I love those. Those are my favorite stickers. I also like the heart checklist, but I prefer the ombre heart checklist just because I prefer to write on like glossy finishes. I don't like to write anything on a matte surface. I did like it in the Plum Planner, but I don't like it in the Erin Condren, and they didn't change their paper, so we won't be changing that opinion. So I have a bunch of stuff. So this is the point where I'm like, what do I do now? So I do have a little list of things. There's nothing really crazy on here. I do have my bed being delivered on the 3rd, which we're getting a new bed. And then also we are helping them move in on the 1st, and we're also helping them move in on the 2nd. So we'll be working pretty much every other day. So this is the part where I kind of have to sit and think a little bit. I do actually have, I want to decorate this little thankful thought area. I don't love the thankful thought area. It's not my favorite. But I thought it'd be a cute place to put little like quotes at. So I just really quickly, while I was waiting for Nick to cut my little stickers, I went ahead and on my Dymo printer that I print my shipping labels on, I just went ahead and printed out this little tiny sticker. And it says Liberty, Justice, and Sparklers for All. So I'm just going to go ahead and cut that out. And you could do this on sticker paper, you could write it in, but I just liked this because it was quick and easy. So I just printed that out on a little tiny sticker, and I'm going to take one of my little decorative stickers and put it underneath with this on top. I think it's going to be super duper cute. So I think I'm going to go with this big firework here. I'm actually going to cover up that little thankful thought header. Okay, and then I can put this right here. Maybe I want to put it right here and then put something next to it. We could do the little picnic basket. That's super cute. So we'll put this down. Looks cute. And then put the little picnic basket down. And there is a little bit of overhang, but nothing a quick snip can't fix. Also up there, I'm going to put maybe like a little star just to balance it out. And look at that. We decorated that little spot, and I think that it looks super cute with the theme. Now it's kind of to the planning part, so I'm going to go ahead and flip this over now that I got most of my decorations in. So pretty much what I do is I plan everything that I know I'm going to do, and then I leave spaces for other things that are going to come along during the week. So first of all, actually let's start with the weekend because I really want to use some of these 4th of July stickers. So down here I have like a little space here, and on the 4th of July I don't think we're doing anything really notable. So what I'm going to do in this section is I'm just going to add a little bit of decoration. In my little kit was a little washi sheet, and I'm going to just use this little sticker here because it looks like it'll fit perfectly. Just to kind of, I don't like white space. I tell you guys pretty much every week that I'm not a big fan of white space. Also, I like certain stickers to be above other stickers. So if you just bend your page, you can pretty much get any sticker underneath another sticker. Does that make sense? I hope it does. And then just in this section, I'm just going to put, let's see, we'll put this little banner there. Just as a little decoration, nothing like super fancy, just to kind of give it a little something. Because really that day is just, I want to decorate solely for the 4th of July. I also have these matte stickers that I made that were little freebies if you ordered. So maybe I'll put these somewhere else. Like maybe I'll take this big banner and we'll put it above the 4th of July. This is on matte removable paper, so you can move those around. Oh my goodness, I'm so happy with that. That is super, super, super cute. And maybe I'll put this cute little ice cream cone right next to my 4th. Oh my goodness, stop. That is probably one of my favorite days. Like, that looks super cute, in my opinion at least. I'm on it. So that is that. And then I'll go over here. So pretty much what I do is I fill up all my white spaces first. So I'm just going to take this because I'm like big on layering. You guys know that. I'm just going to fill up this bottom area here. And then I'm going to take one of my boxes. This area looks like it needs a little red to bounce off of this red and that red there. So I'm just going to go ahead and take one of my half boxes and put that in there just to, you know, leave myself a little area so that whenever I do have something I need to do, I can go ahead and write it in there. It is actually, I'm planning pretty early. It's Friday, but I really wanted to plan this, so I really like jumped the gun. That's super cute. And decided to plan early, so I don't really know like a ton of everything that I'm going to be doing, but I do have a very general idea of what I'm doing. Does that make sense? I know the big things we're doing, but I don't know all the small things, so I'll just go ahead and fill those out later. There's nothing wrong with that. Like, a lot of people are like, how do you know like everything that you're going to be doing that week? And honestly, I don't usually. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't, but you don't know. It's okay. Then I'm going to go ahead and use this dark blue one over here. That'll be pretty. And like I said, this is just setting up so whenever I do have something that I want to do, I can go ahead and put it in right away. So over here is looking pretty good. I do have a little spot down here. So I do have a bunch of these bucket list stickers, and I want to use this Have a Family Game Night sticker, and I don't know where I want to put it, but I do really want to have a family game night. We've been really trying to have one, but we haven't been very successful at it. So maybe once Brian and Kirsten are in their new apartment, we can go over and have a family game night, which I think would be super duper cute. I just really honestly love these. They are more geared towards people who have children, but I think honestly, like if you're an active person, that all of those should really be able to apply to you very easily. I have a big stack of stickers here that I just want to look through and see if there's anything in particular that I want to use. We have some coffee stickers because we're going to have coffee this week, obviously. Pool stickers, today's chores, so we're going to use some of those. That's pretty much what I like to do is I like to go through my stickers from other people and just kind of pick them. I like marking when Shoshi's going to have a bath, though she just went to the groomer. So I just like marking things like at least once a week so I know that we need to spend some extra time with Shosh. And these are from the Planner Junkie. This is like the best pet set ever in the entire world. Also, I love these today's chores stickers. Let me see where I want to put this. I think I need another sticker here. Maybe we'll just steal one off of this sheet and put that in. And we can put the today's chores sticker on here. There's so many really pretty colors, but I think I'm actually going to go with the gray sticker just because I feel like it'll match a little bit better. I'm going to put this on here because there's a lot of contrast. So we have the today's chores sticker. I'm going to put a little box because it's going to be kind of like a pre-helping Brian and Kirsten move. I actually probably should have put that over here, but that's okay. Then also I'm going to go ahead and take another one of these stickers, and we are going to be going a lot of places on this day. Like I said, that's why I have a little to-go sticker on here. So I am just going to go ahead and put a little sticker in here. We'll do the blue. And I love, like I said, layering. So we have the little glitter shining out from the background. So I'm going to signify this as the day that Brian and Kirsten move into their new house. So I could put that in there. I like the way that that contrasts a little bit better. And also we will be going grocery shopping in the morning. Actually just going to take one of these stickers. Maybe this one. And also, if you ever have a sticker that's not the right size, feel free to trim it. I just want to trim this just a little bit and stick this right in here. And then I could put my little grocery sticker here, and I could write that we're going grocery shopping. Kirsten and I will be going grocery shopping in the morning to Target. So that is in there. Then I also have a little bit of white space here and here, which I'm just going to go ahead and fill on up. So I'm just going to go ahead and take this little sticker down here, and we're going to take another one of these. We'll just take this one to match. And then also with this one, we're just going to take this glitter sticker up here. And then this day, I'm just going to go ahead and put in this blue box, which looks super pretty against the silver. And then use up my last box for the week. And put this right here. And then I think that Monday will be deemed bath day. Bath day. I wish I kind of would have centered these a little bit more, but what are you going to do now? So I'm just going to put that in there. And then I'm going to decorate it with some bubbles. These are from the Alex Studio, and I think that these are absolutely brilliant and super beautiful. They're little Lush stickers. I love them so, so much. What else can we put in here? I think it looks really pretty. I'm in love with this, and I actually really like it in the coil. I didn't think I would like it that much, but I'm learning to love it. I do have a bunch of these stickers, which I really wanted to use just to kind of spice things up and make them a little bit more sparkly. I'm actually going to lift this sticker right here. It's absolutely no problem, unless you try and lift it like 10 days later. And just put this in the background just to kind of give it a little bit of extra shine. I'm going to do the same thing over here. Since I don't know what I'm going to put here, I can always layer that on top. Oh, I wanted to use one of these. I don't know where I'm going to use it. Maybe I'll use one of these next week. They're really cute though. I ordered a bunch of them. So I have to make sure to use those. And then maybe also on Friday, we'll have a pool day. That would be really fun. So I'm going to go ahead and take one of these stickers. I have room up here for one of them. I think the blue would look really pretty. But it's just going to be a wee bit too long. So I'm just going to go ahead and trim it. Nothing wrong with trimming a sticker. Just to give a little oomph to the area. It isn't really even a flag anymore, but just gives a little something to the area. I'm going to go ahead and put a little blue teardrop over here so I can write on it, and then the little beach bag. That looks super cute, I think. So that is that. I also have a little bit of white space down here, which I'm just going to throw a little piece of washi on top of it. Like I said before, if you just bend up a little bit, you can get that right underneath your little weekend sticker. So I really like that. Also, I really love these little Cress Press. Oh, that's from Cress Press, that little beach basket. I really love these little Starbucks cups, and I love to put these everywhere. So maybe I'll put that here, and we get coffee and donuts on Sunday because I love donuts like a lot. Go figure. Just love them. I didn't use a lot from here, and I still have a lot of decorating pieces, so I'm going to go ahead and not retire this to the stack of things I'm not going to use. Also this, I don't think I'm going to use anything else from this little sheet. Actually, we do need to have a cookout, but we were kind of debating on when to have it. I don't know when the best time to have a cookout is on 4th of July weekend, especially because we're using like community grills at our complex. So I'm just going to go ahead and put this probably on Thursday because that's probably when it's most likely going to happen. And I do need something from up here, but I'm sure I'll think of something. So right now what I'm looking at is I have these decorative stickers. I have these little matte ones that were a freebie, and then I also have a bunch of stars that I wanted to use. I probably won't use 2 sheets, so like I said, I'll just use those in a later spread. And I have washi left over, but again, I'll use those later. I do definitely want to somehow get in a nice big star. I don't really think I have a lot of room in here. I can get one in like right here and just cut off the edges. That's what I'm talking about. That's pretty. Oh yes. I'm like really excited about this spread. I was kind of not looking forward to it because 4th of July, red, white, and blue, like of course, I love my country, but come on, red, white, and blue, they're not the prettiest of colors, but you gotta work with what you got. So I'm just putting these around. Like I said, super easy to make. I just dropped in a little background and cut little stars around them. Nothing fancy. So I'm just throwing these in random places, and I think they actually look really pretty. I'm very glad we decided on silver because it's super pretty. And then I did print out a bunch of little ones. This actually is like, I'm dying right now because it's so pretty. Actually, I don't like that one there. Let's remove that one and put this one up here. It's nice and big. Oh my god, I'm in love. I'm like dying right now. This is probably one of my favorite spreads, go figure. It's like, how am I going to make 4th of July pretty? Ah! So happy. And then I'm just going to take the rest of these stars and just kind of put them in random spots. Oh my god, I'm dying right now. This is so pretty. Y'all always do shapes up here. This is cute. Using them all up. Oh my god, I love that. Like a lot. Okay, now I have a bunch of these decor type stickers. As they were cooking out, we can put this cookout sticker here. They're not 100%, you know, you have to use them 4th of July or they're going to like combust. And since I said we're going to do a cookout that day, I have my little cookout sticker there. And I do really want to use some of these cute little fireworks because I think that they're just super adorable. So I'm going to find some spots. You can even just throw them in here because it doesn't mean I can't put an icon like over it or next to it. Let me think. Take these little cherries and put these down here. Those are super cute. I really wanted to use this big hot air balloon, but I just don't know where I would put it. I could almost put it over here. Show you. I could put it like in the corner here and cut it off. That would be really cute. Or I could even put it like here. It would cover up like half of this box. Well, actually, I'm probably not going to use that whole entire box. So let's try and line this up perfect. Oh my god, yes. Yes. I have never been this happy about a spread in my entire life, but this is like really coming together. And it's really nice because I was like kind of like not worried, but like not super enthused about being back in my Erin Condren. I really loved my Kiki, but oh my goodness, this is super cute. Just gonna put this pop bottle there. Can't really see that, but there's a pop bottle there. Whew, let's look. Anything else I want to stick in here? I think that's it. I don't really want to like go too crazy. So I'm just going to save these because I'm sure I can use them elsewhere. I did have a bunch of little matte ones, but like I said, I can always save these and put them somewhere else. There's like a full view of it. I'll probably wait to like fill it out until later, but I just wanted to kind of show you guys how I decorated it. I'm really in love with how clean it is, but still how decorated it is. I think it turned out really cute. I'd love to know what you guys think in the comments down below because I am so happy with this. Also, like I asked earlier, if you guys have any TV show recommendations, let me know in the comments down below because I'm running out of TV shows to watch while I work. I'm really excited for this like new fresh start in this, but I am super in love with this. If you want to see how it looks, definitely follow me on Instagram at Scribble Prints Co, and I will post a picture of it whenever it is all filled out. And I will also start doing planner updates again, where I show you guys my planner. I also do really want to do a flip through of all of my spreads and kind of tell you guys what I did with them and how my planning progressed. So if you guys want to see a flip through of my Kiki K, which is everything before this week, let me know. Otherwise, I will talk to you guys later. Let me know if you guys want to see more planner videos. Bye!